Hello and welcome. A tropical cyclone is barreling towards the west coast of India, and particularly cities like Mumbai. Now, this cyclone is the first of its kind in 129 years to hit in the month of June. Now, does this mean something beyond what we are seeing? How do we prepare for it, and how do we brace for impact as it happens very soon? To discuss this, I am joined by Anand Kumar Sharma, Deputy Director General at the Indian Meteorological Department. Mr. Sharma's specializations also include heavy rainfall prediction, disaster management, and early warning extreme weather systems. Thank you very much, Mr. Sharma, for joining us. So, first question to you. So, when we say that this is the first tropical cyclone to hit in June in 129 years, does it mean that we've seen tropical cyclones hitting the west coast at other times of the year?
Yeah, I mean, in May, I think there are 3 incidences of cyclone hitting the western coast, especially the Maharashtra earlier. Yes. So, but it is the first one, I mean, as far my information goes, to hit in June.
And what is the significance of that, Mr. Sharma? The fact that it's hitting in June and it's also obviously accompanying the monsoon.
Yeah, first thing is that it is bringing monsoon, because the cyclone before that, it was a low pressure area which had formed near the Kerala coast. And we knew when it was about to form that once it forms, and it will move in a northerly direction along the coast, and it will strengthen the monsoon current. So seeing that, and we were monitoring all other parameters like depth of the southwesterly winds up to 650 hectopascals. We have 14 stations, reference stations, which if they report rain of more than 2.5 millimeters for 2 consecutive days. To thirdly, outgoing long wave radiation, if it is less than 200, then these are the 3 parameters. Once they are fulfilled, so we declare monsoon. So we knew it that this low pressure system is forming and it will strengthen the monsoon. And it will, the way the system was moving northward, we knew it will bring rains to Karnataka and even the Maharashtra coast. And we also knew it is strengthening. So based on that, we issued a forecast that it is going to become a cyclone, and it will move in a northerly direction to begin with. Today it has already formed. It has formed, and now it has been declared as a cyclone Nisarga, and it is moving in the northerly direction, and it will later on turn to northeastern direction and hit the Gujarat and your Maharashtra coast.
Right, and I'll come to how, I mean, its velocity as it goes further north or further northeast. So the question is, at 120 kilometers per hour, and do correct me if I'm wrong, speeds of wind. Have we seen that before, particularly in cities like Mumbai, and what does that translate into?
Mumbai may not have those 120 winds, because what we are saying is they are likely in the coastal area. Okay, especially the place where it is going to cross. So what we are anticipating that on 3rd afternoon, the cyclone is going to hit the coast, and it will be somewhere between Harishwar, which is in Raigad district, and Daman, and close to Alibaug. That's a place. So where it is likely to cross. So near to that coastal area, there the winds are going to be of that order, and other areas maybe it will be of the order of say 80, 90 or close to 100 as well.
So what does that mean? If I were to ask you to translate that into something that I can quantify, does it mean that things will start getting blown over? Can cars start moving? Is there any way of understanding what that means, and therefore we can tell people that you should not be going out, for instance?
Sure. Because different areas will have different kind of impacts. I mean, some areas may have 70 to 80 kilometers, some area may 100, and as you said, where it's going to cross, there it will be up to even gusting to 120 also. Okay. So what happens in these type of winds? There are certain, impacts it is going to create. Those impacts are: one, this power line can be, destroyed. One, trees can be uprooted. Branches, if it is a strong tree, then branches can break. And in addition to that, kacha houses, they can be blown away. Even some pucca houses can also have damage. It could lead to inundation. There could be water in some areas. And then especially the Western Ghats, some districts, Palghar, maybe, or where, I'm not getting the district name right now.
Sure.
Where, you have those Western Ghats, and already it is disturbed due to deforestation or some kind of activity. So now it is fragile. So there could be landslide issue. One. Second thing is when in the mountains a lot of rain falls in a short period, then it can also lead to flash flood kind of thing. So these are some of the impacts these kind of things be there in addition to the strong winds.
Right. And is there a way that people can stay abreast of when it's actually going to hit, or is it the IMD that I should be watching out for? I mean, in this day and age, everyone goes to Google and they go to websites like windy.com, and everyone looks at all those interesting graphics. So what's your suggestion, Mr. Sharma?
See, IMD is a very old organization with lots of experience. And our cyclone forecast is, it is praised all over the world. You have seen all the past cases, be Amphan or whichever cyclones. We have done it so well. And I would request everyone to go to the IMD website. We have a cyclone page there. It shows about the latest, bulletins which we are producing and uploading there. One can see that, one can see the radar pictures, one can see the satellite pictures. So all those informations are available and they are very authentic. And it's here one more thing happens. Sometimes you go to some site, they may show you today something and after some time somebody goes and then there's no continuity. Here there is a continuity and there is a people who are accountable and they are continuously 24 hours they are working. So I would suggest everyone to please follow our website and through television and other mediums where whatever IMD is saying, I think they should follow that.
Right, and you mentioned, I think you used the right word. There is accountability here. Okay, now then the other point is, as the cyclone progresses, where does it start losing steam, and at what point should maybe, let's say we assume that if I am staying here, then I should not be so bothered.
See, first thing is that once it crosses the coast, its speed starts decreasing due to two reasons. First thing, its fuel supply is cut. Fuel supply, when I say it's fuel, means water is fuel. So it gets energy from the moisture. So moisture is not there now, so its speed comes one. Second, friction. The land has lots of friction, a lot of trees, vegetation, buildings. So its speed starts decreasing. So that's why we said maximum it will be impacted as afternoon, evening, and after that the wind will start decreasing. And by fourth morning, the winds will be of the order of 30 to 40 kilometers only. So it's only for a few hours you have this much impact. After that, it will drastically come down.
Right. Okay. So that's another important point. It's only for a few hours that we are going to see high gusting of winds, and after which things are going to slow down. So another question, a larger one, Mr. Sharma. So is this, to what extent is this linked to climate change? How can events like this make us better aware of our environment and how we treat it?
See, it's too early to link each and everything to climate change. See, our past also, as you said, there are 3 events of Maharashtra getting hit by the cyclones, but they were in the May. This is first in June. So people might say, never ever in history Maharashtra has been hit by a cyclone. So it is a change, climate change. So some might link like that. But I think it's too early to link it like that because calendars and all these are man-made. Nature doesn't see all those things. So here and there, early and late, it's always possible. And it depends what kind of calendars you follow. So I don't think it's, but then we should remember one thing. This is a season for the cyclone. So we do get cyclones, and March, April, May, June, this is a time. And luckily this time season, it is only the second one. So last year we had a lot of activities as compared to this year. So I think it's fine. Only thing is that, people should be aware that, if they are in the coastal areas, what kind of challenges they have to face, tsunami or cyclone, and they should be prepared for that. And there should be proper early warning system for that. Once that system is there, there should be a proper system for evacuation. If we timely communicate all these warnings and timely evacuation takes place, I think we can save life, and our target should be zero mortality. So that is the aim we should have, because of
Right.
that
And yes, we've had enough warning for sure. Now, last question. There is a monsoon which obviously hit a week ago or less than a week ago in the southern coast of India. Now, is that
no, only yesterday? We declared it only yesterday.
Yesterday. So, is that timetable? Is there anything that changes that timetable, or is that something that's going to continue and monsoons will be normal for the rest of the season?
See, there are two things here. One is that this system will carry the moisture further and help in the progress of the monsoon. And now we have to see how long, because the system is, after weakening, it is moving towards through Maharashtra towards the Madhya Pradesh. So there also there will be rain. In fact, some of the impact might even come to western Delhi, UP, and even Uttarakhand will have impact of this system. Okay. Now, second thing is that for first week, that means till 5th, 6th, the monsoon will be in good state, but our models had indicated earlier itself, in second week, there will be little weakening of the monsoon, and then again, third, fourth week, it will pick up again. This is one. Second thing is this, India Meteorological Department has, yesterday only we have released a press release about the second stage of monsoon forecast. In that monsoon forecast, IMD has said that during this 4-month season, entire country is going to get about 102% of its long-term average rainfall with an error of plus minus 4%. So that means it's a good sign as a whole, 102%. Then we have also given the forecast for region-wise. Northwest India is going to get 107%, little more rain, and your Central India is going to get 103%. South India is going to get 102%, and Northeast is going to get about 96%. And for July entire country, it is going to be 103% of rainfall in July month of the entire country, and for August month, 87% with an error of 8 and 9% respectively.
Right. So we do have bountiful rainfall these monsoons, which would obviously mean good news for the economy and the agriculture sector and the rest of the country. But meanwhile, let's prepare and hope that the cyclone is kind to us. Mr. Sharma, thank you very much for speaking with us.
Thank you very much.